Important. Macros are piece of SQL code and JINJA template. Main purpose is that what? Main purpose of this is
Reusability.
reusability purpose. Same as what? Same as user-defined function, user-defined tabular function. Then what is the thing? So then it's a procedure. So whatever you write with UDF, user-defined tabular function procedure, will go with what concept? Go for with macros concept. What is syntax for macro? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me.
It's like macro name. Then we'll
Tell me. What is the thing? Syntax. So see, JINJA expression, macro name. Okay. So then what is having? We're having what? We're having arguments. So remember syntaxes they're expecting them to use. Okay. So you should understand the syntaxes. Okay. Then so for learning perspective, no worries. But what happened? So they want syntax. How to get the syntax? Percentage and macro. Okay. So where is the logic written? They should put the logic. Okay. Suppose simple thing. Tell me I want to perform multiplication of two numbers. Tell me how to write the logic. Anyone? Tell me. So we'll see the same thing in cloud. Tell me what I should do. What I should tell me? How many arguments required? Two arguments. N1, M, num1, num2. Okay. How deep an argument? We should put inside a JINJA expression. Okay. See num1, num2. Okay. So where I want to save this one? In which folder? In which folder?
Macro folder.
In the macros folder. Okay, see in the macros folder. Okay, so give the macro name. So mul 2 nums. Okay, dot SQL. How to call this macro? Tell me. Select. Select.
Macro name.
Macro name.
So macro name. Okay, so macro name. So JINJA expression put in the macro name. Now how many arguments I should pass? Two arguments I should pass. Okay, same thing we'll see this in the table. Okay, so simple things. So concepts are simple. Tell me. So open. Tell me what is shortcut. Shortcut is what? Underscore. So macro. Now tell me. Now num1.
Macro name.
So macro name. So suppose like multiplication. So 2 nums. Okay, how many arguments required? Num1 and num2. Okay, how we should put in the JINJA expression. So num1 into num2. Where I want to save Control C, Control S, Control V dot SQL in folder in the macros folder. Okay, so far good. Now how to call or invoke the macro? By using what? By using select statement. Tell me this macro can we call inside a model, sir? This macro, yes. So you can able to call inside a models. So this is so far good. Okay. So this one to make it appear. So this is so far. This is simple thing. Now same thing. Let me tell me I want to get this table here. Okay. How to get this table? Show tables. Tell me starting with 3, ending with 3. How to get? Go for like concept. E%T. Okay. Now how to see data by using what concept by using? Select statement. Select star from table name. Okay. So far. Okay. Now requirement is that what? See, this is simple thing. Now see, there are 3 columns are there. So, but requirement is I want to get like this. Okay. So same thing. I want to get like this. So Rama Kumar. Tell me. So by using SQL, how to club 3 strings? By using which concept?
Concat.
So concat or pipe symbol. Okay. Okay. So this is so far good. So see what happened. Assume like this is the reusability. Tell me capital P, capital P, capital K. How to get?
Init cap.
Go for init cap concept. So how to put proper heading? How to put proper heading? By saying column alias. Okay, see, this is so far good. Okay, so this is fine. But see, assume like what happened. This is the logic I'm using in multiple places. Okay, I want to go for usability. Go for what concept?
Macro.
Macro.
So no, in Snowflake, in the Snowflake, I want to go for usability. Go for what concept? Go for
Macro.
UDF.
you. In Snowflake, it's a UDF. In Snowflake, it's called as
UDF.
no,
Macro.
in DBT, it's called as
Macro.
macro. So see, in Snowflake, it's a simple thing. Go for user-defined function. So the same thing. Let me copy the same behavior. Control C and Control C and Control. Okay. So let me execute. Tell me it working. It work.
No, first you have to create macro.
This is not a macro. No. So tell me what's saying. So normal SQL it will work. So no need to go for macro. Tell me what is saying. Issues that what.
We need to give source.
So see,
Table
fully
doesn't
qualified.
exist.
We should go for fully qualified name, or we should go for what concept? Go for
Models.
So
not
reference.
model,
Source.
not reference. Reference not. This is a
Source.
table. No, source
You
is
have to
start
use-
time. No, source is start time. Don't get confused. Ref is for model. So this is the object I want to refer from Snowflake. So what is the database we are pointing to? Covin DevDB dev schema. Okay, it's already there. Huh? Okay. So don't confuse. Okay, see. So Covin DevDB is there. It is there. Okay, see. Okay, it's already there. Okay. Tell me how to access by using which function? What is the function name?
Ref function.
What's the function? Not ref function.
Source.
Ref
Sorry,
function.
source
So don't get
function.
confused. So
Source
ref is to refer a model. So this is source. Name itself as so by saying sources.yaml. That is source function. Okay. So what is the function name? What is shortcut? __source. What is source name? So Covin DB. Which object I want to refer? So control X control. Okay. So don't get confused. So once we create this as a model, we need to go for ref function. Now I want to access Snowflake database object. So by using what concept? By using sources.yaml. Where I want to see, let me compile. Tell me compile is giving from where?
DBT.
DBT.
So from the DBT. Okay. So when I go for preview, data will be coming from where?
Source.
From the Snowflake. So Ram makes up your funds. Okay. So this is so far good. Now question is that what? Now see, this is fine. Now I want to go for reusability. I don't want to write in DBT. Now which concept will come into picture? Tell me.
Macro.
Macro. Okay, see, let me open one more session. Tell me what is shortcut? __MAC macro. Okay, how many? So it is init cap macro. Okay, how many arguments required?
2 arguments.
2 arguments. Why 2 arguments?
Yeah.
First
3
name,
arguments.
last. 3, yeah.
So 3 arguments. See? So put 3 arguments. Okay. So 3. So put any name. Yes, I'm putting yes. So surname, first name, middle name. Okay. Tell me how DBT knows an argument we should put inside a
JINJA expression.
so JINJA expression. So yes. Okay. So F and M. Okay. So where I want to save
In macros.
the macros, Control C, Control S, Control V dot SQL in the macros folder. Okay. So now how to invoke by using what concept?
Praveen, sorry to interrupt. If you,
No,
for
no,
suppose
don't, good.
by mistakenly, if you save other folder, what could be happen?
Try and see, no? It's a simple thing.
No,
Try and see if
instead
it's
of
working.
instead of macro, suppose
No,
we
try
saved.
and confirm. Simple thing, you can try, no?
Okay.
Okay, those are simple thing. No? Try if it is working, it is working. If it's not working, it's a simple thing. Tell me now what happened. This is so far good. Now tell me now this is fine. Now how to invoke? How to invoke?
Select macro name.
So already
JINJA.
select is there. Then so JINJA expression init cap. So put. So what I should put? What I should put
Macro
here?
name.
Macro name.
Arguments.
Argument. What argument we should put here?
S, comma, S.
Not S. Anyone? If
Any
you, what is S?
Macro name.
Any name, Mr.
It should be the column name, no?
Column names.
Column names. Okay. So see, argument name is different. We can give a name, but we need to pass what this one we should go for dynamic. Now what happened? Put yes name. Okay. F name. Okay. Then M name. Okay. So try to compile. Okay. Now see, this is simple. So S and F1, those are argument names. Okay. So now tell me this is so far good. Now what happened? Tell me. So both are the same logic. Can we remove this functionality? Yes. Now this is tell me. So this is tell me this is one transformation.
Yep.
Yes or no? Okay. Yes. Okay. Now tell me now this is now a select statement where I want to say the select statement in which folder in the
Model.
models folder. Okay. So models folder. Okay. So which emp stage. Okay. Dot SQL. Okay. Now where I want to say select statement put in the models folder. Okay. So far. Now tell me now I want to run this model. How to run this model?
DBT run.
So DBT run -m.
Hyphen.
Okay, see.
Model.
So generally, if you put in a different, it won't work because now what happened if I run model? Tell me instead of model, if I put in different folder work, suppose instead of model, if you put in it won't work because so what we mentioned in the tell me first step is that what you go to what? Go to project.yaml. In the project.yaml, we mention. So if it is a model, go for models path. If it is a seeds, go for seeds path. If it's a macro, go for macro path. So if I put in different folder, it won't work. Okay, see dbt run -m. What is the macro name? What is the model name? EMP. EMP STG. Okay. So tell me by default, what object will be created?
Normal view.
Normal view. Normal. What's the name of the model? Name of the view?
Model
EMP
name.
underscore
STG.
STG.
Okay. If I want to give my own name, what I should do? Go for what? Alias. If I want to track all the queries, go for what concept? Go for
Query tag.
query tag. So far good. Suppose if I want to give if I want to create a transient table, what I should do?
Materialize.
That is using config macro. I should say config macro. Okay. So this is the functionality. Tell me what is the issue? Anybody can able to tell without seeing the data? Without seeing the error message, can tell me what's the error? No one? No one? See? You'll get missing column specification. Tell me what is issue? Missing column specification. Tell me. This one we have seen last. Tell me.
Alias name.
So I should give proper alias. Okay, see proper because no. So if I give it won't. So it's having the column name like this. So always give the proper column alias. Okay, so this is the concept of missing column specification. Okay, we'll get this type of error in Snowflake in DB. Okay, now where exactly created in the default target data, that is EDW DevDB dev schema stage. Okay, view has been created successfully. This is so far good. Now what happened? Now I want to create one table. Okay, tell me how to create a table. Only table I want to create. Okay. So tell me in the models can use syntax. So create a table. So T1 ID number. Tell me it work.
No, only select statements.
So only select statement. If I want to perform DDLs or DML, we should go for what concept? Go for model. Go for not model. So don't confuse. Okay, models, what we can write, tell me. So what discussed in the DBT models, tell me it's a .SQL file. So SQL file that contains select statements only. So if I want to perform DDL or DML, we should go for what concept? Either macros or hooks concept. With the help of macros or hooks, we can able to make the work. Simple use case. Assume like this is my database. Tell me I want to take entire database backup. How to take entire database backup by using what concept?
Cloning.
Cloning. Tell me syntax. So create database. Suppose like PDB. So clone. What's the database name? So Covin dev DB. Okay. The same thing. Tell me in DBT directly.
No.
No, it won't work because what happened? So we can write only the select statements inside a models. So where I want to write this thing, we should put inside a
Backward.
inside a macro.
Macro.
Okay, so copy the same thing, Control C. So go to DBT. So this is normal thing. Okay. So open one more session. What is shortcut? Underscore macro.
Mac.
So Control V. Now what happened? So see. So put clone MCO macro. Where I want to save Control C, Control S, Control V dot SQL in the macros folder. So this is so far good, normal behavior. Okay. Now question is that what? Tell me, let me run the. Tell me now. So far we're having select statement. How we are trying to invoke by using JINJA expression. But what happened? This is DDL statement. So DDL statement can we execute directly? Yeah? No, it is not possible. So see, this is important. So when you have DDL statement, so directly we can't call with the help of select JINJA expression macro name. So for this purpose, what? So DBT run hyphen operation, okay, and the macro name, very, very important. So question is that now, how can you invoke macro? Tell me how to invoke by using DBT run hyphen operation and the macro name. So see the same thing. So how to run? Tell me in the command prompt. Okay, see. So DBT run hyphen operation. Okay, and the macro name. What's your macro name? So clone MC. What's the macro? So when you try to execute, it won't create. So it is throwing, it's showing success. But what happens? See, what database name I should get? I should get PDB. So in the Snowflake, see, if I try to execute, okay, see if I try to execute, tell me if there are, it is not there. Here, what is the drawback or what is the limitation? Tell me, anyone, or what I should do? Anyone, any idea?
Fully qualified.
You have to
See?
give 2 arguments.
So before arguments, now what happens? A static thing. See, so see, this is a statement. So this statement directly we can't able to execute. We should put in the setting and end setting. So see one more time. So this type of statement directly we can't able. We should go for setting underscore SCT set. So what I want to put. So see. So clone anything. So clone query. Okay. So this is the setting. So we need to put the statement inside this setting variable setting, and we should go for end set. Okay. So this is important. So setting and the end setting. I'll explain one more time. So setting and end setting. Then go for what? Go for underscore do. Okay. See, this is the syntax. So do run query. So see, let me execute. Then I'll try to explain one more time. So clone MCO. So see, save it. Okay. So let me run. How to run? So use up arrow DBT run hyphen operation clone MCO. So we should get what? PDB. Okay. See, we should get PDB. That is running. So see what is the issue.
Set name కాదు do run.
Okay, see name is okay, clone query. Okay, save it and use up arrow run it. I'll explain one more time, don't worry. So see, when you are performing DDL, compulsory should put setting and end setting. Okay. Now we should get what? So you should get, so PDB database should be available. Okay, man? So see, the object should be populated. Okay. So let me try to copy the same thing. Control C, open in Notepad++. So Control N, Control V. So change the language to SQL. See, so directly what happens? See, so we can't, so we have putting this detail, this is fine. But what happened? So directly we can't able to put. First, what I should do, we should setting. So we should set this entire query. Okay. So see, so setting and the end setting. So this entire statement where we putting in this variable. So clone variables or PRV. Okay. So this entire variable we're putting in the PRV. So the same thing what I should do, we need to go for this functionality. So simple thing, if I want to execute any DDL statement, so we should put setting and end setting in. So like this in the macro. Okay, got it. Now tell me this is static or dynamic? Static and static. How to run this one? DBT run hyphen operation and the
Macro name.
macro name. So this is the way we can able to make it working. Tell me this is static or dynamic? Tell me
It's
this is
static.
static. Now how to make it dynamic? Tell me by passing arguments. Okay,
Arguments.
arguments. How many arguments required? 1 or 2?
2.
2 arguments. So see, let me go for source DB and comma TRG DB. Okay. So tell me now how to set to Snowflake DBT. That's an argument put in the JINJA expression. So
JINJA.
control C. So now save it. Now tell me now this is so far good. Earlier we're having no arguments working fine. But what happened right now? I'm having arguments. Now how to call this one? Anyone see control C again put here. Okay, how to call
DBT run operation.
so see DBT run hyphen operation and the macro name. Now see we are having arguments args we should put in the so this is what tell me this is so key
value.
so key value pair nothing but what it say JSON format. So see same thing. If you have multiple arguments, put comma. So key to
Value.
so key to and value to. Okay, so this is called as so JSON format. So see DBT run hyphen operation. Tell me so we're having arguments are there. Okay, see arguments are there. So what's the argument name? SRC DB. Okay. Same thing. So put a double quotes colon. Okay. So TRG DB. Source database, target database. What's the source database? Covin DevDB. Okay. Suppose what happened? I want to give something like PODB. Okay. Something. So where I want X in the command thing. Okay. So go to DBT cloud. So remove control V. Now what happened? We should get so PO database should be available. Here you should know how to call or how to invoke a macro that have arguments or a DDL statement. So if you see here what happened right now, PO database P database you should know we should get so PO database came. Got a point of this the way you can ask a question. Good. And also. So your invoking is important. How to invoke DBT run hyphen operation and the macro name like this. You can do. Getting a little bit. This is static or dynamic. We are making a dynamic by passing arguments. Okay, so this is the functional. Getting it? So see, so if we have DDLs, now what we should put? So setting and end setting. Tell me, I want to create a file format. Tell me, we should go for what concept in DBT? Tell me, in DBT, I want to create a file format. So go for what concept?
File format.
No. By using what concept? Macro concept. Okay, got the point. Same thing. Now what happened? Tell me this is what? See in the data. Tell me what is this one?
Copy into it.
This is a data. So see point. So point to understand is that what? So with the help of DBT, we can able to perform. I want to create a materialized view. So where I want to create a materialized view with the help of DBT macros. Now, simple thing. If you want to do select statement, go for models. Apart from select statement, I want to perform anything. Go for macros or hooks concept. Let me go for one little bit tricky one. Then you can able to understand. So let me go for. See, this is use case. So this use case we have worked in a project. Okay. So this is a one important use case. Okay. Tell me. So see, we are having one database is there. So development database, development schema. So one database, 3 schemas are there. Tell me, I want to take entire database backup. Tell me by which console we can able to take entire database backup.
Clone.
By using what console? By using so clone concept. Okay, one second. So see, by using DBT, I want to go for entity. Cloning is fine. So in DBT, how to perform this cloning by using what concept? By using
Macro.
Macro name. So macro name. So with the help of the same. So let me create the databases and the schemas. Okay, see, when prepare data and work it. Okay. So database is there. So use database So dev one. So this is one use case, real-time use case will work in a project. So create schema, run schema. Okay. So tables, 5 tables are there. Tell me now I want to take entire tables backup. How to take by using what concept? By using clone concept. So create schema. Okay. So we'll go for, so which schema? Demo schema. So demo schema, clone. Okay. From where I should clone from? So dev schema. Okay. Same thing. So create a replacement. Just I'm trying to prepare data. That's it. So copy the same thing. Control C, Control V. Now what happened? Go for RAS schema. Okay, see, if you see now, what's the database? So dev1 DB. Okay, see, 3 schemas, each having 5 tables are there. Okay. Now first task is that what? What's first task? What's the first task? We'll see one more use cases. Tell me. So by using DBT, I want to take entire database backup. Tell me what syntax just now discussed. Now this is
Database cloning.
okay, see that. Okay, let me go for this clone macro. So this is the entire thing. So starting one, this is so far good. But when I go for second task, tell me anybody what is the second task? Important.
Backup of tables.
So see backup of tables. Okay, see what happened in dev schema, demo schema, all are having 10 tables. But what happened in the RAS schema, they want to go for so only T1, T2, T3. Tell me if I go for entire schema clone, what will happen?
All
All the
tables
10
will
tables will populated. But what happened? I want to get only T1, T2, T3. So only 3 tables only I want to populate. So then what happened? We should go for what? Go for, you see, first we need to go for what? Tell me, see, second task.
macro.
What is second task? So second task is that what? So I want to go for only specific tables in the
Table
specific
macro.
schema. Now what happened? First we need to create one new
Macro.
database.
Database.
So one new schema. Okay, see why we should go for new database, new schema. If I go for cloning, what happened? All the objects will be populated. So for this purpose, what? First to create one new database. Tell me how to create one new database. We should go for what concept? Go for macros concept. So macro. Okay. So go for clone tables MCO. First to go for static thing. Tell me what syntax? Create or replace database.
Database name.
So database, new database. Okay. So tell me now it will work. Where I should save this one in the
Macros.
macros folder. Tell me it will work. We should go for what concept? Go for setting and end setting. So this is the first step. So first step of anything now, first we should go for setting. So what is shortcut? __ setting a variable. Set. Okay, set. Okay, see setting and end setting. Okay, we can give any name. So DB creation, DB create. Okay, so setting, then what is the second step?
End set.
End set. Okay, this is the functionality given by DBT given. We are not giving. Okay, see this is fine. So setting is fine. Then what I should do? Go for what? Go for
Do run query.
so do __ do run RU and run query. Now what I should pass? Pass the variable name. So it's the variable name. Okay, see this is the variable name. This variable is storing our data. So control V. Okay. So see save. Okay. Now how to run? By using selection will work? No. So we should call from the DBT. Tell me DBT hyphen name. Okay, and the macro name. Okay. Now tell me this is static or dynamic?
Static.
Static only because give me again. What is your
Semicolon should not be here.
create or replace database clone tables macro. What is issue? 1 second.
Should we give a semicolon?
DBT could not find, so macro name is wrong, I guess. So what's the macro name?
Clone.
Semicolon is not. Semicolon was
Clone
not.
tables.
Okay, see, so macro name is okay. So we are checking for. So macro is not available. See now what happened? So new database, one new database should be created without any data. So under information schema and public schema should be there. This is so far. Okay. Now what happened? I want to go for dynamic. Tell me how to go for dynamic. What I should do? Pass a pass argument. So trgdb. Tell me how this guy knows it's an argument. Put in the JINJA expression. So trgdb. Okay, save it. Now how to run when you have arguments? Tell me. So now tell me hyphen args arguments. We can put single quote or we can put double quotes. Anything is fine. Okay, see now it's anything is fine. Suppose I'm putting double quotes. So okay, inside we should put single quote. Okay, vice versa. See what happened. So if you see here what happened, so see we can put like this or we can put double quotes. Double quotes we should put inside single quote. This is the logic. Okay, see single. See, this is so far good. Okay, this is the functionality. Okay, so this is fine. And this is fine. Okay, now tell me now how to call. So what's the argument? So trgdb colon so new db. Okay, so far good. Okay, now how to run? See, simply use enter. Now new database will be created. First step is completed. What is second task? So database created. Simple thing. If I want to create a tables, what require? Database and schema require. Now database has been created. What's the next step?
Create schema.
Schema should be created. Okay, see schema. So this is the first step. So copy the same logic. Okay, we can put so we can put so create or replace we can put, but if you see for the understanding purpose, we need to put separately. So this is one database. So this is one schema. Okay, so create or replace data schema. So schema, so trgsc. Tell me how to see this is the functionality. How DBT notes an argument? Put in the JINJA expression. Tell me this is what? Database name, schema name. This is called as what?
Fully qualified.
Namespace.
Not fully qualified. Namespace.
Names.
Namespace. So database name, schema name, object that is fully qualified. This is called namespace. So database names dot schema name. Tell me why I should put schema name. Any reason? Why I should put database name? What happens? Sometimes, so without giving database, we create in other database, other things. For this purpose, what we should mention namespace. Okay. So see, let me save it and run this functionality. Now, how many arguments extra? One more argument there. That is so trg schema. Okay. So suppose like I put raw schema. Okay. Run it. Now what happened? I should get one more schema should be available. Schema raw. Tables will be there. Tables.
Yeah.
Tables will be there. Why?
No, tables will not be
Tables
there.
not. So tables. It's only structure. Okay. So schema has been created. So first task is simple. Second task is simple. So when I go for third task, what your expectation is that what's last thing? So they want to create tables. Tell me how to create tables. What is
Clone the
syntax?
tables.
So clone. See, they want to take a backup. What is syntax? Tell me. So create or replace table. So T1 clone T1. So now tell me where I should take from the target DB target schema dot T1. Tell me this is called as what? This is called as fully qualified name. Okay, see the same thing. So go for SRC, source schema and source database. So source database dot source schema T1. Okay. So tell me where I should tell me how many tables are there. So there, so 3 tables are there. So T2, so 3. Okay, so T3. So semicolon. Okay. So tell me directly it work. Tell me it work directly.
No.
Now what I should do?
Set.
So setting and end setting. Okay, see setting and end setting. Okay. Tell me it's a static or dynamic?
Dynamic.
Dynamic. See how dynamic?
Static.
Static, yeah.
Static, no, see static, no. So we are hard coding the database name and schema name. How to make it a little bit dynamic?
To pass the
Need to pass argument.
Arguments. Okay, see, so TR will go for the same starting because so TR is schema, so TR is schema. Okay. So first to complete this thing, we'll go for a little bit dynamic, clear the point of time. So concepts will be same only. Okay, see, so same thing. So put what happened, go for SRC, source database, source schema. Source database, source schema. Tell me how this guy knows we should put inside the JINJA expression.
Praveen, can't we put all the statements in one set?
We can put everything. We can put all. So we can put all these things in a single set.
Okay, yeah, because we are instead of getting multiple.
We can put nowadays. So source database, source schema. Okay. Usually for now, like tracking purpose, no, suppose like if any error, know how to figure out if put everything, it is not feasible. We will go for log. The function. So source database, source schema. So put all these things. Okay. Source database. Again, tell me this is static or dynamic again.
Dynamic.
Dynamic, no. So table names, table names are part. So it's, you can say semi-dynamic, but table names are passing, no. So this is functionality. Now, how to call this one? Tell me. Using up arrow. What is source string? Source is what? Source is which database? DB. Okay. So source schema. Okay. See. You don't put anything else. Target database. Source DB. Okay. Colon. SRC source schema. Colon. So what is schema? Source schema is you can put RAS schema. You can give any name. So yes. Let me execute this again.
Tables not updated. T2, T3.
So that is static. We go for static. First we are going for static. And now see what happened. So this is static, no? So T1. If you see here what happened, now we should get RAS schema with the tables. So this is tell me this is so far good. So T1 only T1 table, huh? Why?
Tables not updated here in target.
Okay.
Change.
Okay, so T2, so T3. So this is tell me again. This is static or dynamic?
Static.
Static. So remember real time now what happened? From the A floors from the third party tools, what happened Tivoli? Now we want to go for instead of T1. Okay, instead of C, you can pass 2 tables, you can pass 3 tables. I want to go for dynamic. Tell me now what happened. Again, you should get what? We should get one argument. We can give any name. I'm giving one name, comma, table list. Okay. We can give any name. So it's an argument. Okay. So now table list contains what? It can be 1 table, it can be 2 table, it can be 3 table. Now see what happened. Now see here. So instead of writing multiple times, suppose like 10 tables. Can I write manually? Yeah, 10 tables? No. So for this purpose, what? The same thing here, which is getting changing, only table name is getting changing. Now for table name, what we can go for? What concept go for? Okay. If I want to iterate, we should go for what concept? Iterate?
Loop.
Looping.
Loop concept will come into picture. See, same thing what happened, control C. So right now this is static and what happened? So it's a manual process. 3 tables I'm going. But suppose there are 4, 5 tables, 10 tables. Now what happened? We should go for what concept? Go for looping concept. So it's iteration, nothing but looping. So see underscore. So see now what happens? So for end for. Normally for end loop. Now see for item I in sequence. Suppose so for I in 1
Table
to
list.
10. Tell me how many times it will loop?
10
10
times.
times.
10 times. But here how many times I should loop?
3 times.
So we don't know, no? So it's a
Yes.
3 or it's a 4. So how we are getting where from where?
Count.
From this
Count.
table list argument. Okay, simple thing. See what happened here. I should not 10 times. So I want to look for 10 times. But here what happened? We are getting from the argument. It's an array kind of thing. Now how to loop? We should go for what concept? Go for array. Now tell me how many times it will loop. So how many tables are there? Those many times this will try to loop the functionality. Okay, so for item. So for I in table list. Getting a little bit. So this is clear a little bit. Line number 12 and 14. Why are you going for? Tell me looping. Tell me why are you going for looping?
We want to create multiple tables.
Dynamic iteration.
Come again. This is what happened. So because dynamically what happened, whatever the user said, no, I want it make it dynamically. So dynamically. Here one more concept is that is setting a variable. This is local variables. We'll see same thing in detail. So local variables. Okay, see variable value. Okay. Now tell me this is instead of putting like tell me this is what the database name, schema name, and object, and this is called as what?
Fully qualified name.
Fully qualified name. So instead of putting what happened, I'm going for some concept like this source table. Tell me what is source table? Any guess? What is source table? It's a local variable. Okay. So tell me source table is getting, so this table is getting from where? From the, yes,
Source
RC,
DB.
source DB. So C source DB, simple thing. So source schema. Okay. Source schema. Okay. 1 second. So source database, source schema. And tell me table is coming from where? Table name is coming from where? This
Table
entire
list.
table we're storing
Table
in
list.
which one? In the I, no? I.
Yeah.
Okay, see, or else I put. So TBL. So this entire table list we are storing in which variable? The table
TBL.
variable. Okay, so table. Tell me in SQL if I want to club two strings, how to club two strings? Using what concept?
Concatenate.
Concatenate.
Concatenate or pipe symbol.
Pipe
But
symbol.
here in DBT there is a concept of called tilde symbol. Tell me what is tilde symbol purpose? Anyone? Tell me. This is for concatenation. So see, if I want to club anything, we should go for concatenation. So concatenation in what happened in the JINJA is called as outbasing tilde symbol. So source database, source schema, and the table list. So this is the functionality. So when you want to club, we should go for what concept? Go for this. So tilde symbol. So source table and the source. Okay, so this is so far. So same thing, let me go for target table. This is the local variable concept. We'll see tomorrow global variable. Okay, see. So setting source table and the target table. Tell me target table is coming from where? TRG database.
Target database,
TRG
target
scheme.
source.
So TRG scheme. Okay, so this is the functionality. So simple thing, what happened instead of putting like this, we can go for this functionality. Tell me instead of putting multiple times, what we can go for? Can go for single thing. Okay. Getting on this is little bit. So this is so far. So see. So create or replace, Control X, so Control V. Okay, so far good. Now what happened? Tell me. So see, instead of putting what we can put, instead of putting like this, what we can put? What is the target thing? We can put target table. Okay. Tell me how to know this one JINJA we should put in the JINJA expression. Same concept JINJA expression. Okay. The same thing. Remove this functionality. Tell me now how are you getting this value from where? From the source table. Okay, how to know if this is an argument? Put in the JINJA expression. Okay, JINJA expression. Okay, save it. Okay, so tell me create schedule worker directly. What I should do? Create schedule directly worker. What I should do? We should set it and run it. Okay, so set it. So Control X. Okay, so Control. Tell me we should put this one inside loop or outside loop? This one we should put, okay, line number 16, we should put inside loop or outside loop?
Inside.
Inside only, because what happened, I want to go for iteration, no? So see 4 times, 5 times, we should go for the functionality. 1 second, let me complete, I'll explain one more time. So tell me what exactly we are trying to do. This is the variable, okay, local variable, okay, we are trying to access it, okay. Next thing is that what create or replace table. So see, we need to put setting and end setting. Now tell me how many times this will loop. Line number 2, line number 12 to line number 22. How many times it will loop?
Table list, how many you get?
How many tables we are passing, those many times it will get executed successfully. Okay, so now how many arguments? Totally 4 arguments, 4 plus 1, 5 arguments. So source database, target database, source schema, target schema. Now tell me now we are getting what? We are getting table list, nothing but what? More than one record. So more than one record, we should go for what concept? Go for array list, array. So Control V, so colon. Get to the point. See, earlier what single column or single value. Now we are getting more than one. We should go for what concept? Go for array. Okay, see everything. So single quote. So table list. Okay, colon. Okay, put in a array. Okay, array. Now tell me, I'll go for simply one table or two tables for understanding purpose. So T1.
T2, T3.
So we'll go for two tables only. So T2. See T2 and enter. Okay. It should work. Now, how many tables are there in this one? Three tables. So one table. Now you should get two tables will be available. Any issue? See, it's not a YAML. Correct. What is the issue? Tell me where is the issue? In which one? In the macro in the calling in the YAML? Where exactly? Here issue is there showing. Okay.
Double quotes.
On the T2, we push only just a single quote.
Okay, extra single. So see, go back here. So put single quote. Okay. So now try. Now it should create how many tables? So T1 and T2, two tables should be creating. Okay, three tables. Huh? We pass three tables. Huh? Still running.
We pass only 2.
Okay, so it should be two tables. Okay. So why this table is there?
Created.
What use create or replace? So what is your schema? For 1 second. Schema is RAS schema. Okay. So let me refresh one more time. Sometimes it will take time to refresh. Also database. RAS schema. Okay. So RAS schema. What is the database? So new DB. Three tables like him. So we did not use create or replace. Huh? So create or replace schema is there. Okay. So T1 table. Okay, let me put one more schema. RA1. Okay. So three tables are getting why? Two tables or three tables. Tell me why three tables are getting.
Is comma is missing after table list? Is it correct?
So target database, new DB. So RA1 schema. Okay. So dev DB, SRC schema. Okay. RAS schema, table list. So table list, we are passing like T1, T2. Okay. So you should get only two tables. So we did not save it. Okay. Issue got the point. Anybody? See, up to here we saved it. Getting it?
Yeah.
So we did not save it. Okay. So let me put, so see, so that's for now, like we need to save it. Okay. So now we should get only two tables because now we save this logic up to here. Okay. So if you scroll on, next logic is not executed. Now you should get only two tables. Okay. So see, so refresh. So what is schema? So RA11. Now you should get two tables. That's all. Simple. See, simple. Earlier we did not save. Okay. See, up to here only we saved, but we write the logic. Okay. Clear? So one more time. So copy the same thing. So here so many concepts has been covered. See, looping concept is there. Okay. So this is what concept? Tell me line number 13 to 14. This is local variables. Tell me these variables can use outside. Huh?
No.
No. Okay. If I want, we should go for global variables. We'll see tomorrow. Okay. See, so setting and a setting. So this is what this is different. This is what. So when you want to execute any statement, we should setting and end set. This is variable. No need to go for end setting. So source table. So this is what, tell me, this is tilt is for what?
Concatenation.
Concatenation, two strings. Okay, when you want to put in the JINJA language, when you want to club, now you should go for tilt symbol. Okay, so tell me why we should go for looping concept. Tell me.
dynamic iteration.
When you say looping, nothing but what? So see, I want to do same operation multiple times. Instead of writing the same code, I go for looping and iteration. That is looping concept. So setting variable, source table, target table. Tell me this is what? Database name, schema name, object name. This is called as what? This is called as fully qualified name. So see, because what happened, we need to precise which database I want to do, which schema I want to go for is fully qualified name. So this is the concept. So first one, second one, straightforward. Database, new schema. This is namespace. Third task is that what I want to get the fully qualified name of source database and the target database. So this is the concept of cloning. Go ahead, end out, sir.